I love that scoreboard down there. I'll comment on it again. A big howdy hi to Twin Rivers for riding that little bad boy.
Green flag going high in the air. We're underway. Murray will try to take the high side on Anderson through 1 and 2.
Murray had it down close there. Gave him car width down the inside. Van Genderen to 57 V cars right there. Here comes Happy Gilman. Gilman down on the inside looking for the number 2 spot. We're only taking the top 2, and he's got it. Van Genderen ends up in the number 57 V car as well.
Van Genderen was looking to slide in on the low side of Anderson and Gilman. Gilman holds that 2 spot. But right now, David Murray Jr., the Oberlin, Kansas 97M, he's on a mission.
He's on a mission indeed, trying to get himself into the big dance here tonight. He's trying to drive away from Gilman. Gilman hustles along in the 83 G car. Josh, solid at number 2 spot right behind him, Chad Anderson. You got to remember your faster cars up front. That's how we stack them up for our heat races earlier on. You can go back and super tune on it. Somebody that's got some serious forward bite is Van Genderen, the 57 V car. He's loose coming through the corner, but my goodness gracious, that thing's got some speed on the straightaway.
Yeah, Van Genderen giving Chad Anderson a rear bumper full of 57V as they head out of turn number 4. Aaron Pella, Mike Petersilly, and I can't see who the other one is down there going around.
Daniel Wood, 16W car, the other one.
Kansas will set him down. Gilman, Anderson, Van Genderen, Overding behind. Let's go racing.
Green out very quickly. David Murray Jr. drives out away. Happy Gilman down the inside. Here comes Josh Gilman. He's got something for Murray down turn number 1 and 2 as Murray got a little too high on the racetrack. Back behind, here's the racer you were talking about, the 21 car, making some strides.
Well, Van Genderen right there. Something happened to him on that restart. He dropped 2 spots. Now he gains 1 back from lighting, but now he is sitting behind Overding. Now Van Genderen will go around Overding. Look at that 57V go.
That thing is just crazy fast on the straightaway. I mean, absolutely, positively a bullet on the straightaway. It's the corners are his problem. If he could get through the corners or the apex just a little quicker, maintain that momentum, he would have something for him up front because that bad boy's got some serious speed.
Well, David Murray Jr., Josh Happy Gilman, and Chad Anderson, they're your top 3 right now. Van Genderen, though, he is closing down on that 8C of Chad Anderson.
David Murray Jr.'s got the old BMS singing a merry tune down there. The 97M car hooked up and hammered down up front. Happy Gilman still runs second as around goes the 21 car of Lighting. Lighting kicked out turn number 1 and 2 right there with 4 laps to go. Caution flag going to come out as he stopped along the wall. Very efficient at that. He's able to hang with Murray out of the corner and down the back straightaway. Those top 2 cars separated from Anderson, the number 8 car. Better start that time for Van Genderen to 57V as he'll take the old Harris down to the inside in turn number 3 and 4.
3 laps remaining for Murray and Gilman this time by. Van Genderen will throw it down. Oh, in trouble again. He bobbles it again, but we've got caution on the Speedway feature.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
David Murray Jr. will set him down. We've got 3 to go. Coxie, number 1 in the modifieds.
Murray, Gilman, Anderson, 1, 2, 3 on the field. Van Genderen a little hot down into the corner. And here comes that rocket ship down the back straightaway. Overding, the 75 car left behind in their dust. Here comes Chad Anderson, the inside of Gilman. Peeks his nose up in there. Can't quite pull it off. Happy drives away.
We've got 2 around in turns 3 and 4. They're trying to gather it back up. Keep it moving so we can stay green. Anderson slipped. He goes up the racetrack. We're going to stay on the green. It is Murray, Gilman, Van Genderen, your top 3. Anderson again, contact back there with Kyle Overding.
Oh, Anderson tried a slide job down here at turn number 1 and 2, but he slid up to the top of the racetrack and there was no traction for action. Spun the tires on it. That's how everybody got around. Larson off the pace. He breaks in the 7L car. White flag has already flown. Up front, it's going to be Murray coming out. Turn number 4, picking up the win. Josh Gilman will finish out second. Van Genderen so close to the old Harris. He's got himself a good race car right there. Not as good as the 2 up front, obviously, but pretty good race car. Pace begins to quicken. Green goes up. The hammer goes down.
Mullen will set the pace for the field down the front straight away as they race down into turn number 1. There goes Jacob Anson, the Albion, Nebraska 13J machine. Around Mullen for the lead out of turn 2.
Right now, if you're going to pick a favorite out of this one, it's got to be the Jet. Johnny the Jet Sadhoff has been around here, was not in the big dance last night in the 96J car. Tonight, will try to race his way in. He's got himself in the number 3 spot very quickly.
Well, here comes the 14T, Travis Hagan running in fourth. Contact down in turn number 1 and 2. Hunter Marriott on the outside. He's looking to pick up some ground.
Hunter Marriott, good from driving from the back. Unfortunately, he has to do it quite frequently. Right now, he's trying to battle deep in the field. Got into the back of Travis Hagan. Hagan was able to power away, translate that momentum into some forward bite. Joe Cleveland, the number 2 car. Now Delfo slides up high on the racetrack, rolls out the red carpet, and 4 cars drive on through.
While Anson and Mullen have broke out to the front, John Sedoff trying to catch down Brian Mullen, your pole sitter. Anson started on the outside of row number 1. Johnny the Jet. Can he pull it off, or will he go over at the Spring Nationals?
I got to watch Hunter Marriott, the hustler, right now, the 62 car. He's currently running back in the number 5 spot, but he is working the pedals like a madman behind the wheel of the old Rage chassis right there. Unleashing rage on the racetrack. He's run down Travis Hagan again as he kicks it in real shallow in turn number 1, kind of pumps both pedals, gets that baby up on the bars, and he's on the attack looking for the number 4 spot coming out turn number 4.
Jacob Anson in that 13J, Brian Mullen in that 72, trying to separate themselves from John Sadoff. Sadoff closing down. Mullen now closing the gap on the 13J of Anson as they head down into turn number 3.
He is indeed. Brian Mullen's car is starting to come to him just a little bit. The old 72 car hot to trot out of turn number 4. Hangs with the 13 car up front. Jacob Anson got around him at the initial drop of the green, and so far Mullen not able to return the favor. Johnny the Jet Sadoff right there running in the number 3 spot. His car looks pretty solid. Nice attitude to it. Unfortunately, just not quite quick enough to run down Mullen into 72.
3 laps to go. Time running out on the Jet. He's going to have to try to find something right here. Chet, you were talking about you got to go where they ain't. Right now, John Sadoff got to be thinking that.
Well, and the crazy thing about this, too, is you look at all the different lines being run. Up front, I know it looks like we're running single file, but they're all at a little bit different place on the racetrack. It's working well for him. Hunter Marriott's going to pick up the number 4 spot right now, the 62 car, able to get to the inside of Hagan. He'll slide him down here in turn number 1 and 2. That car sticks right in the center of the corner, back on the gas, goes after Sadoff, but he is out of time.
Anson, Mullen will set it down out of turn number 4 this time. White flag is flying. John Sadoff, 1 lap to go if he's going to not get shut out this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be a shutout. I can tell you that right now. Those top 2 cars too stout. Mullen's able to hang with the number 13 car. Manson leads him down in turn number 3 and 4. Final time through the corner. Checkered flag will fly. Anson picks up the win. Mullen second. Johnny the Jet Sadoff will not qualify. The second night in a row. A tough break right there for the Jet. That'll take us into B feature number 3. Your starting lineup looks like
4 to the line. Densberger picking it up. Green flag is out. We're underway.
That's the first time here in these B-main events. You see a good start coming down on the inside of the racetrack. Jesse Richter, there goes the 8 car up the number 2 spot as Brian Foote slid up high. 3 cars will get by on the inside. Brian Foote's got to hustle down into the corner. 3 wide for the number 3 position.
That's the Dorchester Dream, Bob Zobek. Zobek dropping down to the low side. He knows how to maneuver a race car around the Beatrice Speedway. He's been doing it for quite a few years.
Scott Smith, the number 50 car, able to power into the number 3 position. Right here comes Brian Foote on the outside. The 43 car will slide up to 4th on the field. Up front, Jesse Richter's got number 2, but way out front, you got to look for Densberger. He's so far out there, you have to look. Look, see? Wait, hang on a second. He's way down there. See him at the end of that straightaway? Richter's already that far back.
He looks a little camouflaged to me in the 81. Densberger will roll his way out of turn number 4. It's Densberger, followed closely by the 8R of Jesse Richter out of 4 to the line.
Wow. Did you see the drive coming out turn number 4? Densberger, I don't think he has a throttle in that 81 car. I believe he's got a fuse. He just lights it and hangs on. The 81 car powered away from Richter like he was sitting still coming out turn number 4, and he'll continue to do so down the front straightaway. That is a car to watch in the feature event.
Calling the Wiley Coyote as the caution comes out again. And we've got one turned around on the low side of 1 and 2.
That literally, bye-bye.
I think Elton John sang a song about him, didn't he?
What was it called?
The Rocket Man.
Yeah, it might be.
Densberger sets it down on the low side of turns 3 and 4. Richter back there. Here's Zobek trying to go to the low center, playing foot out of turn number 4. Foot too strong that time.
Well, Foot almost got around Richter on the initial start of the race. Now Richter's able to capitalize on that battle taking place behind and put some distance between himself and the 43 car. Not quite as much distance as you find up front. 81 Densberger right now is showcasing that bad boy. Listen to him. He is singing a merry tune down the front straightaway. That baby is locked and loaded as he drives it out of turn number 2 and down the back chute, and it's extended almost to a full
We've got
straightaway.
him going around turns 1 and 2 again.
No harm, no foul. We're going to
One
stay
gathers it up, but they're both stopped. Maybe not.
See, we're good. You were all excited for nothing.
Brian Foot going around turns 1 and 2.
That's a problem. Right there in the middle of the racing surface, perpendicular on the racetrack. I'll bring out the old caution flag that time. We got away with it with the first two, not so much the last one.
Well, Loback swinging to the high side this time. He wants to look for a spot around Richter, but here comes that 17 machine. Zobek up against the wall.
17 car driving hard down on the inside. Mike Gresseth had started back on the outside of row number 3. He's looking for that number 2 spot, trying to take it away from Richter. No one has anything for the Densberger Farms 81 car up front. The racer, the old jet mod chassis, hustling down the back straightaways. Oh, up over the wall, big time! Jesse Richter climbed the wall. Bad tumble off the back chute. Red flag comes out. Red flag comes out. Richter racing hard back there. Safety crews on their way down the back chute. Down.
Densberger will set him out. It's Zobek and Smith behind him. Densberger with a good run. This time not getting away like he was earlier.
Well, we had that cool down period right there. Densberger lost these tires. You got to remember that. You can work at heating them up, but you're not going to keep them the same as they are under race conditions. Now Densberger starts to pull. Give him another lap around here, and he'll start to lay some distance on the 5S car.
Zobek works his way out of turn number 4. Densberger down into turn number 1. 4 laps remaining. Running a strong third right now. Is that Corey Birch in that 747 or one of the 7 machines out there?
That is the 747 right there running in the number 3 spot. I was watching the 5X car, Zobek, come down the front straightaway, and that sail panel, or the side panel peeled up like that on the side. Looked like he was fist pumping out the window. And I was like, what in the world is he doing? We're still racing out here. He's got the number 2 spot right now, however, as he hustles out of the corner. But here comes the 747.
The Junction City, Kansas 747 to Corey Birch. He's trying to make a run on Bob Zobek. The Dorchester, Nebraska native, though, Zobek. He knows how to get a car around this track. Birch, he's going to look to swing to the high side as they enter 1.
Oh, what a run that would be. Corey Birch was back in the number 12 spot on the initial start of the race. He's going to look for the number 2 spot down the back straightaway. He's got 2 laps to get the job done. Call it 1 this time, coming out turn number 4.
But now, like you said, it runs good, it runs bad. Scott Smith, the 50, he's having one of the good runs now. But here goes Birch to the low side of Zobek into 1.
Oh, that was an ugly slide job right there, but hey, it's all about getting yourself in the big dance. Zobek down the inside. Here comes the 50 car into the mix.
Bob Zobek, that 5S, he's going to try to give a little payback to Birch. Can't do it. Zobek loosens himself up. Smith around him for third, heading into 1.
Well, that's what you get right there. Like I said, it wasn't pretty, but how much was that pass worth down there in the corner is a caution flag. Coming out, the race is over. Sorry.
On into turn number 3, it's Jordy Nelson, the Marysville, Kansas 4J, bringing him on a 4. Green light, flag is up. We're underway. Jordy Nelson walking away from the field now as he heads down into turn number 1. It is Chad Knaple, the 20 machine, running a strong second. Side by side, they will battle for third down the back straightaway. They'll set it down into turn number 3, but look at Jordy Nelson. That Marysville, Kansas 4J, he is on a rocket right now. He is moving up. The 4D machine of Rob Van Mill running a strong third. And then you've got the 22 of Cody Schlapp behind him. They will file out, single file down the back straight away. Schlapp looking to the low side. 10 April trying to hold off that 4DX of Rob Van Mill. Jordy Nelson getting that great jump out to the front. Clay Hale in that 22H, he's moving up through the field as well. Down the back straightaway they go again. Nelson exiting 4. Now here comes the rest of the field behind him. Jordy Nelson, 3/4 of a straightaway lead over Chad Tenaple. That 20 machine running second right now, but he has got a lot of company there with him. Keeping him company, coming out of 4. It is the 4 machine, and here comes the 22 off the high side. Tenaple now drops back to 4th. Now we've got a battle for second. Rob Van Mill in that 4DX, side by side with the 22 of Cody Schlop. Side by side, those two will work. Nelson across the line, 4 to go. Jordy Nelson exits turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. He is looking for that spot into the A feature later on. Now it is that 4DX Rob Van Mill. He has cleared. He has broken away from Schlope in that 22. Schlope right now, he's got his hands full with Eddie Pellick in that 3B. Pellick and Schlope will battle down the back straightaway. They run single file, nose to tail, car and a half length lead for Schlope for 3rd. But 3rd will do you nothing but get you a nice view of the A feature. Right now it is Van Mill. He's trying to run down your race leader, Jordy Nelson. Actually, right now, Van Mill just trying to hold on to that second spot. Nelson out of 4, white flag. We've got 1 lap to go. Nelson sets it down into 1, exits 2, final time. Van Mill behind him. Bellick, he's working hard on the low side of Schlote, coming down the back straightaway. That race for 3rd is fun to watch, but it is all for naught. Jordy Nelson, Rob Van Mill, your final 2 A feature participants here on night number 2.